How the viewer build's going? I'm not sure I'll be able to watch the Curse Sword run. I'm very busy these days. You can do exclamation point build list to see where we're at. We're going in order. Hopefully that one that you mentioned, I actually don't know if yours is on the list yet, which means it is at the bottom essentially. So it may be like a couple weeks out. Yo, Robzilla. Where's my camera?
VeeDotVod.
NA production? VeeDotVod? What in the world? They even had Prime 13th month. Robzilla said, V, have the billions of streamers on Twitch right now. My free Prime sub is going to you. Appreciate that, Rob. Appreciate that. Just about ready to get started. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a good holiday. Hope everyone has their stockings stuffed. That means you didn't eat all the candy the day of. It's like a little loot box right here. You never know what you'll get. I wish Xbox had year in review. That would be interesting. What do you think is your #1 game on Xbox, Caliber? If you were to hazard a guess. All right. My loot box contained a single Payday. Does anyone even eat these? Type Y in the chat if you eat Payday. And in the chat of V, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I may as well just eat the plastic. Save this one for later. It's caramel, so like to eat it on stream, I'm gonna be chewing that for probably 2 hours. Never tried one? Scrap if you... Never mind. I was gonna say if you send me your P.O. box, we'll get you hooked up. Can you do Dead Cells Boss Rush on Steam? Master Q, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Whenever I do Boss Rush in Dead Cells, I lose like 20% of my viewers. So Master, if you can come up with a way for me to not lose viewers when I do Boss Rush, I am more than happy to do it. 100%. It's been a long time since you had Payday. Does that mean, well, what candy did you get? If you got any candy over the weekend. Better be Bean Boozles in that sock. I can just eat the sock. That's the same thing as Bean Boozled. Yo. Steam replay. Play Skull at the same time Kappa. It would be kind of interesting to see, because they follow very similar button schemes, how far I could get if I had both games up at the same time. Skull and Dead Cells. And see if I just outright die. I've seen people do that with some games before. Like, kind of cool. What's your thought on there being unlocks for a flawless win? A flawless win in Boss Rush, I assume you're asking. I'm gonna say that they're just skins. So to be fair, you're not losing that much. Second off, I think it's okay for there to be flawless skin unlocks, so long as there's also unlocks for simply winning. And like the best stuff, your actual mutations and your weapons and that, should be from just winning and not from the flawless, which is what they did. Do I have all my flawless wins? No, because every time I play Boss Rush on stream, I lose viewers. So it's kind of hard. Can you play Hollow Knight, Skull, Dead Cells, Boss Rush, Curse of the Dead Gods all at the same time? If you stack up quadruple negative viewership games, it should go positive. So, out of all of those, like if I were to rank them on how well they do on stream, it's probably like Skull, Dead Cells boss rush, Curse of the Dead Gods, Hollow Knight. I can't imagine a Hollow Knight stream ever going well. Yo, the King. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you are as well, King. Hope you're staying warm. Hope your stocking is stuffed. If you need some stocking stuffers, let me know. We're jam-packed right now. Can't wait to eat that payday. Velocity, good to see you. Got your acceptance mutation today. There you go, Scrap. We had a viewer build not too long ago that was a acceptance viewer build. Acceptance with...
Chat. What happened?
What was it?
What happened?
Pickaxe, I think? Pickaxe and Midas Blood. Super interesting. Jeff of the Dead, T1 first ever. Welcome to Rusty Daggerhood, Population U, hopefully a few others today. Yo, I'm pogged up. Again, if you want to see your own replay, exclamation point Steam in the chat. Can't imagine how long it's gonna take to get a flawless boss rush win. Harder than a proper 5BC going to Lighthouse. To be fair, Pyre, I keep saying your name differently every single time. I apologize. I need more water. Firestar, if you use Cursor, it may not take you as long because not only are you resetting the run faster every time you get hit, but Cursor technically does very good damage. So it could be possible that if you get the godlike RNG of the right boss combination, so Concierge, Mama Tick, Giant, I prefer Timekeeper, but I've seen some people say Scarecrow, and then Hand of the King. Get that combination with Cursor, it may be better off than you doing it normally. Maybe. Cursor, Rampart, Face Flask, Corrupted Power, Vengeance. Yeah, I think if you're gonna force a flawless victory in boss rush, that's probably the way to do it. Alright, I think we're ready to get started. I just need some copyright-free music real quick. Ah, there we go. Alright. VeeDotMe Steam Replay 2022. You can see your own Steam replay by doing exclamation point Steam in the chat. Steam has your data, as with everything else. It's gonna tell you everything you've done, everyone you've loved, everyone you've hated, everyone you've flamed, and gotten reported in every single one of your games. You will find all of that in your Steam replay. This year, VeeDotMe played a ton of new games that unlocked quite a few achievements. Steam, how much is a ton? Like, that's subjective. I need facts. I need numbers. 145 games. Is that a lot? I don't know. That's one game every 3 days. When you put it that way, it sounds like a lot. That's a lot of first looks. Only 6 demos. 98 individual games. And then 2 playtests, which were... One was actually pretty good. The other one I struggled a little bit. But this is real. How much of this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? I don't know. I assume none of it is Dead Cells, though. Because Dead Cells is a long-established game. Probably not included in my new games list. 27% of my time on stream and Steam, I'm playing Dead Cells. For those who don't know, I actually don't really play Dead Cells offline. So I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and like 3 out of those 4 days has a Dead Cells stream in it. So like it kind of goes hand in hand, but 321 sessions? How many days are in the year? Does anyone know? I think I'm out of days. There's none left. How is that possible? Achievements unlocked. 98 games, 99 ultra rare, turbo rare. What's the different kinds of rarities? I think there's starlight rare. Achievements unlocked. Tabletop Simulator also got a lot of play, but this is mostly draft. We run draft out of Tabletop Sim, and then we also do a lot of Wholesome vs. Live, and we'll often play games in Wholesome vs. Live in Tabletop Sim. Oh, I got a bus. I see a few people still talk about Boss Rush. I think most people haven't. I see like absolutely zero conversation anywhere about Boss Rush. I wonder how many are actually doing it. As well as I wish it was more balanced. I would probably actually play Boss Rush if I didn't get deleted by Timekeeper. So I agree that some of the bosses in Boss Rush are worse than others. Timekeeper did get nerfed, so it's a little bit in a better spot than it is now. It's just that some builds struggle with it, like even after the nerf. But like I said, I struggle to play it on stream because people don't really want to watch it. I've been working on a YouTube vid for Boss Rush, and I've paused. I only have one more boss to do, but because it's RNG as well, I often won't get the boss, and then I have to restart and lose time. So even on the YouTube side of things, the Boss Rush stuff that I put up doesn't really do as well as other stuff, which is again why like I don't showcase it that much. I wonder if there's a bit of frustration there. So say for example, you are, well, that's a bad example. I was gonna say, okay, like a bronze player in League of Legends or Overwatch, they aren't gonna watch a Diamond Plus player or like a world's winner or some kind of like championship or something because they're bronze. They don't want to see the high level gameplay, but they do. So why is it harder to show Boss Rush? I actually don't know. It may just be that it's so different than the normal game that when people see it, it just like goes straight over their heads. And that's not like a bad thing to the people watching it. It's just that it's almost like apples to oranges. Like I want to see a Dead Cells run, but not necessarily see an actual offshoot of that. Spoilers, sure, it could be I've been working on this fight for so long, I don't want to see someone win it before I do. Very, very interesting point. I was seeing if I had data around Boss Rush views, but I don't right now. Can I express my hatred for the crows in Fractured Shrine? Did you die to a curse by getting hit by a crow? That's my first guess. There isn't much exciting content after completing it a few times. Yeah, it's more so the fun is in its game itself. So like doing the boss rush and finding different stuff is like the fun of it. But that's why I had the idea of doing boss rush speed runs, where you start off in brutality, do tactics, do survival, all in a row, and then if you die, you have to reset from the beginning. I would still like to do that at some point, but I think like between Dead Cells Castlevania DLC, Skull update, Have a Nice Death launch, Hades 2, Silk Song at some point, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to that anytime soon. Alright. Games played with controller versus games played with the keyboard. What in the world games am I playing keyboard and mouse? 53%? Is that right? I don't know what that is. If I go to my top games of all time, Dead Cells controller, PUBG keyboard, Don't Starve keyboard, Warframe keyboard, Slay the Spire keyboard, Storybook keyboard, Dying Light controller, Risk of Rain keyboard, Master Duel keyboard, Loons TD keyboard. All right, so to be fair, yes, my top row of games, you all can't see it right now. I could maybe pull this up on a separate doohickey. V.me. So yeah, my top games, not a lot of controller games. Dead Cells, Binding of Isaac, Skull the Hero Slayer, Rogue Legacy. Yeah, it's like these freaking games right here just ate all of, including Risk of Rain, ate all of my controller gameplay. I do not play Dead Cells keyboard and mouse. So I'd say 20% of this number is probably Dead Cells. And then all the other roguelites are in this category. And then every other game on the platform is keyboard and mouse. It's hilarious. If I said I played Dead Cells keyboard, that's a mistake. Definitely controller. This one might be scuffed because if you start Dead Cells, for example, and don't click any controller buttons, it does keyboard by default. You're not wrong. I wonder if that one is a little sus. All right, how does V compare? Here's V.me's year stacked against the rest of the Steam community. And again, you should be able to see your own stats using !Steam. Am I gonna play Silk Song? Very, very likely yes. Even though I said Hades, I'm not Hades, Hollow Knight gameplay would tank, I will probably still do Silk Song, at least as a first look. All right. Unlocked 900 achievements, Steam average 21. I played 145 games. Steam average 5 games a year? No, that can't be right. Unless like most of the people are console or mobile players, and like the only time they hop on Steam is if their game is not on console or mobile. So like you could be a Genshin Impact player. Like I'm not gonna go into Steam to play Genshin. I'm gonna play it on my freaking iPhone. Maybe you're a League of Legends Wild Rift player. I'm not gonna log into Steam to play League. You can't. I'm gonna just go to Riot's client, or I'm gonna hop on my tablet. But like this seems, that means there are people playing less than 5 games a year, which seems impossible to me. People who play one game like CSGO or Dota, I feel bad. Anyone who plays only CSGO and nothing else, like your mental state, you are either like a pariah and like nothing affects you at all. Like you're a monk, you can just sit there playing CSGO. You can't see my hands, playing CSGO, even though you wouldn't be playing controller. You're getting flamed, hackers running amok, buying loot boxes and failing all your loot boxes. I don't see how it doesn't affect you. No offense if that's you in the chat. You're a beast if that's the case. VeeDotVod's longest streak, 88 days. I log into Steam almost every time I log onto my computer. And I log onto my computer basically every day, unless I'm on vacation or something. So, sure. Steam average 9. A week before you turn your computer off. Maybe that's normal. Maybe I'm the one who's an issue here. Yours is 8 days? Is that because your computer is off for the entire day, Jeff? Or did you like, you opened your computer and you didn't even bother to open Steam? You're like, you know what? I'm not gonna freaking log into CSGO today. I'm pissed. Today we're boycotting CSGO, or DayZ, or Rust, or Ark, or Conan Exiles if that game still exists. New releases. The percentage of games V.me played that were new releases. 54%. Half of the games I played were new for 2022. That's really, really cool. A lot of first looks, if that's the case. But that means I played 50% of my games were older games. Percentage of games played that were released in the last 1 to 7 years, 42. Classic games, the percentage of games played 8 years or older, 4%. What in the world am I playing? That's an 8-year-old game. Terraria? Sort by, hang on. Is this possible? Maybe it's not. Sort by release date? That's sad. Crap. Warframe, is that an 8-year-old game? Castlevania I'm playing for the first time ever, and it's on PlayStation. Your Steam starts with Windows, but I don't play enough games. Got it. Games sorted by release date. Okay, so if I scroll all the way down, what did I actually play this year, though? Terraria's 1, Dead Rising 2 is 1. Path of Exile? No! That's an 8-year-old game? Project Zomboid, that's another one. I guess Binding of Isaac counts. Crypt of the Necrodancer, did that for the first time this year. Nuclear Throne, we played that for the first time on Saturday. So yeah, I guess I did play some old stuff. Yo, if some of these games got remakes or remasters, that's easy money. Devs, remaster your game. I know that's a forehead. Trust me, you'll make money. Warframe is gonna be 10-year-old in March. I wonder, do they still do TennoCon? Post-COVID, does anyone know if TennoCon is still happening? You are what you play. This spider graph shows what kind of games V.Me spent the most time in 2022. Social Deduction, Tower Defense, that's Bloons TD. Metroidvania, that's Rogue Legacy 2 maybe? Tabletop Sim. Mini Golf, I've played so many golf games. I don't know if I can actually show you all. Don't even look at this, by the way. Golf. Okay. Golf. Golf with your friends. Golf Gang. Turbo Golf Racing. Curse 2 Golf. We love ourselves some golf games. The only golf game we don't play is PGA Tour 2023 because it has bad reviews right now. They still do TennoCon? Yo, I'm not qualified to go to one of those, but I've always appreciated that they do something like that. By the numbers, workshop item subscriptions 25, games gifted 5. I'm gonna gift I think a couple more games today or tomorrow, based off the holidays. We might hook the mods up or something. New friends added, reviews added. I kinda need to do better about this part. I have played 145 games. 98 were games released this year. Where was the number? I don't see the number. But anyway, a bunch of games played this year, and I've only reviewed 3 of them. That's like bad. And like, I know I'm just a streamer / YouTuber, and I have enough work as is, but if you don't review the stuff you like, then it's only going to be like, you can't account for the bad ones. You can't go in and say, oh my god, this game's sick. How does it have mixed reviews? Well, you didn't post your own positive review. That's why. It's literally one review away from being positive. If you like the game, it's up to you to make it positive. Our badges for full achievement completion. I don't know what this is. A Steam badge. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Have you seen a game called What the Golf? That one is fun? No, but there's a golf roguelike out there that I've been kind of wanting to try. But we're not quite there yet. Tower Defense is just balloons? Probably, but I know I have Element TD in there. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the auto battlers are also flagged as tower defense. All right, let's take a closer look at these top played games. Dead Cells, 27%. 300 days, there's no days left in the year. As a matter of fact, we invented like 21 extra days on the calendar just to play enough Dead Cells. 8-day win streak. So January is when Queen of the Sea came out. Then we had a little bit of a break. June. I wonder what happened in June for Dead Cells. This may have been Legendary update, because I know we were doing a lot of busted Legendary, best Legendary, no cap videos around this time frame. And then somewhere around here is Boss Rush, I think. And then somewhere around here is Crossover. And now we are in December. So pretty good. I think once the new DLC comes out, is probably gonna follow this trend again. Unless I can figure out like what else we're gonna do for Castlevania DLC. Assuming it's gonna follow the same boat. I really hope it comes out in February. I really am not in a position for a Dead Cells DLC in January. There's too many things happening in January for me. Please, for the love of God. Achievements, 20 unlocked this year alone. I see Queen of the Sea stuff. V, I hope you don't have any more achievements that you need in Dead Cells besides the new stuff. Don't tell me you need old stuff. Spoiler alert, I think I'm missing like 4 achievements. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, 125 sessions, 27 days? That's bad. I wonder what month I was playing every single day. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We need a V Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I do really like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's one of my favorite games of all time. If you were to ask me top 5 games, all time, all years, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008? Maybe 2010. Whichever one was the one with Yusei on the cover. That one was really good. Want to thank you for all the guides and videos. They helped me get better at the game and got my last achievement in Dead Cells 2 days ago. Unfortunate, I'm trying to be like you. I wish I could show you all what achievements I'm missing, because some of them are blank, but I don't have all the achievements myself. 8 unlocked. Come forth, summon. Tribute summon. Tribute Shokan. Special Shokan. Ranked duels. 100 attacks in ranked duels. 100 spells and traps in ranked. 4,000 damage. That's burst strike. Pretty good. Tabletop Simulator. I think this is draft. This may have been where we came up with draft. And I think this may have been when we did a subathon as well. So as you can see, like, we're starting to learn how to use Tabletop Sim more. Really cool stuff. Got 8 left here, including Flawless Lighthouse. That one, if you can find a quadruple damage item, I know it's a forehead, but those bosses have like different damage caps. I want to say the damage cap is like 50%, so you can two-shot them. If you have a, I know it's a forehead, if you have a 4 times damage dealt something, that will probably get it to you. As a matter of fact, today's YouTube video, I got a 4 times damage dealt shrapnel axe, and I decided that I should go to Lighthouse. Yeah, Yarzy got it. Rogue Legacy 2. May must have been 1.0 release. I tried to go hard in Rogue Legacy 2. It was a fantastic game. I actually really enjoy it. Just the beginning, when you die a lot, is a little bit of a struggle. Like, when you get to the point where you can beat each boss, at least one boss per run, it does look like a very good game. But like, as a viewer watching Rogue Legacy 2 and like the streamer dies loading up a character, getting to the first boss, that one's a little tough. But eventually the whole game is designed that you get better at the game, and then you won't die to bosses the same way as you used to. I did play it for draft like not too long ago. Great game though, great game. Gunfire Reborn, 4% playtime, 36 sessions, 3-day streak. These 3-day streaks I think were family game night with Airless. The viewer name thing was fun. That's right, I forgot about that, Stizzy. Yeah, I would love to somehow find a way to play every single game that I'm showing right now. If I had infinite time, if I was a full-time content creator, maybe I'd be playing Rogue Legacy 2 right now. A lot of family game night, Gunfire Reborn. New update in December. It's a wave type map. You fight against waves of enemies and you get like a brief period where you can go and buy stuff. I don't want to say it's like a Survivor style Gunfire Reborn, but that's about as close as you can get to it. I have Crab Buffet. Crab Buffet killed 30 fiddler crabs with fire damage. I guess. I did not farm for that. I just got it casually. Oh, you know what? I think Airless got this. And because I was playing with Airless, she gave it to me. I think that's what happened there. VeeDotVod's playtime by month. Vagante? You lying. What in the world? Yo, Beat Saber. I'm kind of exposing myself right now. You all are seeing games that you have never thought I played. Dying Light. Phasmophobia is in there. That's a lot of Beat Saber. Rogue Legacy 2. Nightmare Reaper. Peglin. Project Winter. Beat Saber. Holy crap, that's a lot of Rogue Legacy. Atomic Crops. Vampire Blood Hunt. Oh my god, that game was so fun. Golf Gang. Skull the Hero Slayer. Midnight Ghost Hunt. Skull, when they did their update. Yo! Unfortunate, gifting a sub to Numper Pickle. Appreciate that. I know they'll appreciate it. It's supposed to be in one run and they basically never spawn 30. You gotta find a specific event that never happens on high difficulty. I didn't know that. So we definitely got it casually without farming, I think. Cuphead, DLC, Dream Cycle 1.0 release. That was fun. Revita. Gunfire, Tabletop, Dead Cells. Crypto Necrodancer. Terraria is in here now. Get to the Orange Door. 28 other games that I played in July. That's kinda nasty. I forget to check the Vampire Battle Royale. Does it still have a player base? I assume it does, but I would assume everyone playing it now are Giga Smurfs. So to play it as a new player, that's what happens with a lot of Battle Royales, is that it's amazing at first, and then once the new people drop off and the only people that are left are people who are experts, it is a very hard game to play then. And the entertainment factor goes down. Unless you are one of the experts, and then it might still go down, but you're still playing the game because you're an expert. Gunfire, Tabletop, Dead Cells, Wizard of Legend, Deep Rock Galactic. More, wow, Beat Saber dropped a little bit. Fall Guys is in here. Okay, so it looks like I play a lot of games. Gungeon, Dungeon of the Endless, I struggled with that. Phantom Abyss 1.0, Despot's Game 1.0. Resident Evil Reverse, I loaded up for 10 minutes and turned it off. That's... alright. That game kind of makes me mad. As someone who only has 10 minutes in the game itself. I'm mad the game even exists. Playtime, Windows and VR. It's pretty good. Take a closer look at what platforms I played on. Omega Strikers is definitely not a VR game. Neither is Lootmancer. And Marbles on Stream VR? Are you kidding me? Yo, imagine we do Marbles for Draft. I'm in virtual reality and I can point out all the balls on the screen. I can even handle the balls on the stream. That's actually, it's kind of funny. Probably not gonna happen, but funny to think about. Most time playing these with controller. Rogue Legacy Skull, Have a Nice Death, Cuphead as a controller player. A lot of people play this keyboard and mouse. I don't know how. That seems really hard. During my 88-day streak, I played Dead Rising, Vagante, Children of Morta, Earth Defense Force 4.1, Escapist, Black Future. I feel like I'm gonna freaking expose a hentai game in here or something. Like, I know it's not gonna happen, but imagine you're a streamer and like you have like some questionable games in your category. Are you just gonna get leaked by scrolling through this? Guilty Gear Strive, he's a gamer. Forewarned, Lost Ark, RIP, Edge of the Abyss Awaken, sick game. Can confirm hentai games appear here. Alright. Explore these games. Yeah, so this just lets you click the games I mentioned today. A lot of games in here. Tokoyo. And FAQ. So yeah, that is my Steam recap for the year. Again, if you want to check your own Steam recap, you can do so. Kept that one tab open. You can check your own replay by doing !Steam in the chat. Let me know what your #1 game was of the year. Would definitely love to hear it. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to our next segment. Celeste as your #1 game, I'll let Maddie know. That's a compliment. Warframe, really? Not that Warframe's a bad game. Like I said, it's old now, so I wasn't sure if people are still really playing it. How about a React segment? You're saying that you have a React segment ready? Oh, right, I didn't play Elden Ring on Steam. I played it on PlayStation.